Ryan Garcia doubled downs and says he has seen the tape. Like Menace to Society. Why y'all keep about my tape? He said he's seen the tape. Gervonta Tank Davis slept Devin Haney. This is what Ryan Garcia is saying. He slept him in sparring. Adrien Broner jumped in, and he said Floyd Mayweather showed him. He also says that Floyd Mayweather is a bit upset because he's talking too much and, you know, revealing too much of the sauce. You know how that goes. Different relationships with different people, and Floyd maybe didn't want that information out. It just showed him in, you know, in privacy, and Ryan Garcia did his thing and let it be known that Floyd showed him. Like, Ryan could have, like, I agree with Floyd on that. Easy work, like I said before. He's a young, hungry lion, and at the end of the day, like, Ryan could have easily, because he's doubled down. He said this more than once, and he just said it again on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani. But he could have easily just said that I seen the tape. He didn't really have to reveal that Floyd specifically showed him, because I'm sure other people have access to the tape or whatnot. I heard ES News was there. You know, I think that's what I heard, but that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, I'm sure other people have the tape. He didn't really have to reveal Floyd. But without further ado, roll the clip.
This dude's not like that.
So it's interesting. You have this relationship with Floyd. How would you describe like the state of your relationship with Floyd at the moment?
We're good. We're cool. I think he's a little mad at me for, you know, saying some things that maybe he thought. He didn't tell me to keep things as a secret, so I kind of just started talking shit. Like, I seen the video of Devin Haney getting his ass knocked out by Tank Davis. I personally seen the video. I think he got mad that I said that. But I personally seen the video.
Oh, thank you.
Devin Haney is knocked out almost cold by Tank Davis. I seen it with my own eyes. Adrien Broner did hop in the ring. Haney, I'm going to give it to him. You were probably only 19 years old at that point, but you got your ass rocked and you know it.
Did Floyd show you that?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the video.
So I saw an interview with you.
Wow. So you heard him. He said that at first he said, I had the video, but then he corrected it and says, I don't actually own the video. I don't have a copy of it, but he showed me the video because he has a copy of it. So he's alleging and kind of mirroring what Adrien Broner said happened in the sparring. Now, like, for me, I'm going to say like this. I'm going to give you my opinion, and sparring. It's meant to get you to the next level. Some guys, I don't want to get too deep into the description of sparring, but I know some people who really don't even take sparring all too seriously. Like, not saying they don't take it seriously, but they don't take it as like, this is as serious as the fight. They're trying to preserve themselves, work on their conditioning, you know, select their punches, things like that. And then some people, they treat sparring like it's the actual fight, and they go like full throttle every time. So it really depends on the person. The other thing with sparring, where you got to be very cautious to overly like assess sparring in the world of boxing, is it's not like, I always say this, the world continues to spin. The world continues to revolve. So it's not like because something happened years ago that indefinitely that's how it always is. You have to, that would negate the person's ability to grow and to learn, to get better, to gain confidence, to gain more skills. So, you know, someone could have got over on you. And the other thing you got to look at it, because I've seen a lot of pro level sparring, like pros sparring, and, you know, I'm not going to say all the names and stuff, but I've seen great sparring before, right? And at the end of the day, different times, different people are in different shapes. Like, if this guy, let's say fighter A actually has a fight, so he might have already been like, I've been training, I've been doing my road work, I'm already in shape. But then somebody else might just be, oh, I'm in Vegas at this given time, I'm not training for a specific fight, but we're in the same weight class or close enough, and then they lock him up and spar. So the guy who has the better conditioning, you know, maybe he has a better gas tank than the guy who doesn't have an actual fight. So there's different things. Also, fighters with the walk around weight, some guys walk around extremely heavy. So like you could be 140 pounder, but then you're fighting another guy who fights at 35 or 40. But especially in this new generation, they might be 180 or 186, their walk around weight. So they're like a little bit stronger, or, you know, just different things. I know some people who, I know a lot of boxers. So some people, they keep their equipment with them, their gear, their sparring stuff. So like stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Some people don't. So I'm not gonna take too much into this sparring with Devin Haney, but Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis, what Ryan is saying from what he's seen in this tape is almost identical to what Broner said. I will say that. So it looks like there's some truth to it. Ryan is saying that Devin Haney was knocked out almost cold and Broner popped in the ring. Broner has talked about this on numerous interviews, and that's kind of what he said. The way Broner broke it down was basically, it was doghouse rules. Everybody's like chanting and boom, 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 banging on the apron. And Gervonta landed something on Devin Haney, and that he said, "With Abe, man, you know, Abe, at the end of the day, algebra books, Archbishop." Broner said basically Devin got so rocked where whatever punch, because I haven't seen the tape, so Bob, you know, Tank hit him with something, probably a left or whatever, hooked off on him, and he's basically saying that Devin took the shot or got hit flush or whatever the case was, and it froze him like to the point where he was stiffened, and then Tank was about to like finish him off type of deal, and Devin was so like frozen and like rocked and like badly hurt, that type of thing, where they jumped in the ring like, hey, nah, it's over. And then here's the other aspect. The other thing is, they said everyone jumped in the ring, and a melee or fight almost broke out. This is kind of what Broner is explaining. And then they reconvened and regrouped, and then for some reason they resumed the sparring. And Broner said that basically Devin was in better shape, conditioning. So then Devin started to pick it up after he recovered, after this whole like intermission or whatever, if you will. And then Devin started, doing good in that post intermission part B of the initial sparring. The only thing is, because I've seen people say, like, repeat the same story that Broner said, and they're like, oh no, but Devin started getting off on him, after they jumped in the ring. And I don't play all these pick sides and stuff. I got great relationships in boxing with everybody. But here's the thing. You can't really say that when the fight, had that been a real fight, as long as there was time on the clock, which there sounds like there was, the whole reason that the fight, like the knockout, like I guess didn't get finished, is because people jumped in the ring. If you do that in a real fight, then the fighter will likely be disqualified because your team jumped in the ring, and you're not allowed to jump in the ring. So per actual boxing rules, if that given, and I understand it was like Ryan said, is when Devin Haney was young. He was only like 19 or whatever. Tank might have been a couple years older than him, whatever the age difference is. But you do have to note that that could have been bad had it been the real fight in that same sequence happened, because nobody's going to jump in the ring to end it. If Gervonta jumps on you, you're going to have to be able to survive. And we do know Gervonta Davis is one of the best finishers in the sport of boxing. I think in a way, Gervonta, and also David Benavidez, Beterbiev, they're probably like the best finishers right now in boxing. Like when Terrence Crawford too, let me add him. When they know they have their opponent hurt, they do a great job of finishing him. So had there not been any intermission, maybe it could have got uglier for Devin Haney. If I haven't seen the tape, I'm just going off of what is being said from Ryan Garcia as well as Broner. That would have been ugly, because again, if your team jumps in the fight, it's kind of over. You're disqualified, or the ref would stop it, or they have to throw in the towel or whatever. So it basically sounds like Gervonta won the sparring session, and then they had a second half, and then some people at that point said that Devin could have won that second half. But again, there wouldn't have been no second half if Tank finished you and nobody jumped in the ring. So that's what Ryan is saying that he's seen. He said he watched it with his own 2 eyes. He's saying Floyd's kind of mad because he keeps blabbermouthing, and I can understand that, because at the end of the day, you know, Floyd, Devin Haney was like in his gym, so maybe he didn't want that information out that when we were hanging out, I showed you this tape. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. He's saying that Floyd Mayweather was a bit like perturbed or whatever by that happening. So y'all got to make sure y'all check out the full interview from the MMA Hour. The press conference will be happening in hours, so I'm looking forward to that. Devin Haney in New York, Ryan Garcia in New York. Should be an eventful first press conference with Devin Haney. A very interesting fight. One thing that I noticed from Ryan Garcia is he doesn't really seem like he respects Devin Haney. And I don't know if it's a front, and I'm not saying he don't respect him as a person or a fighter, but the way he's talking, like he's talking so spicy, he's making me believe that he doesn't actually, like, he doesn't respect Devin's power and stuff. Like he said, oh, he can't hit and this and that. Like it sounds like almost like he's underestimating Devin Haney. The way he's talking, he's making it sound like he's on another planet and he's going to show he's on a way different level than Devin Haney. Just from what I've seen in a couple different interviews. Like, it doesn't seem like he's really worried about Devin Haney. But the thing is, like I said, you don't want to go off of, oh, because you sparred him or you fought him and had 6 fights, because y'all had that when you were kids. He's now in a different position. He hurt Regis Prograis, and you both are new to this weight class of 140 pounds. He's also been undisputed. Like, just life changes, milestones in his career that clearly had not happened at the point in which you would have fought him in the first 6 fights. So it's going to be interesting. I think the build-up, I still have some questions about certain things, but I think the whole build-up, the press conference, that's going to be very interesting. And we'll see if Devin Haney makes Ryan Garcia respect him. Devin Haney did say, there's an interview that he did with DAZN, and he stated one of the big differences with this fight, he said, Ryan's always been a good fighter, but I've progressed, whereas Ryan Garcia really hasn't. He's basically stating that Ryan Garcia has almost stayed the same since the amateurs, and he's like leveled up dramatically, and his like fight game is going to be surprising to a Ryan Garcia. This is what Devin Haney said in that interview. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. This will be a great fight, and styles make fights. Interesting clash of styles. The two, it's weird because they were friends and they've always been friendly, and then now it's like trash talk. But I guess that's just a part of boxing too. You can't really have friends. I will show you guys the run-in that they had a few weeks back. Ryan Garcia, one of the first things he says is, "You're not my friend. You're not my friend. Your dad's a pimp. He's pimping you." You know? Oh, and let me speak on that. So I heard some people, they were angry because Ryan Garcia keeps saying that Bill Haney's a pimp. But here's the thing. Like, I seen something and they were like, oh, don't make it personal. It should just be about boxing. But that, like, there's so much bias and favoritism in boxing. It's ridiculous. It's like telling one battle rapper, you know, leave children out of it, but then you spit your bars and then you diss the other guy's children. Like, it don't really work like that. Skullduggery, the art of war. So I've seen people complaining that Ryan Garcia was making it personal and bringing up, you know, the fact that he was saying that Bill Haney was a pimp or whatever. and they felt that was crossing the line and like snitching on personal stuff. Like, it's too many personals. Like, make it about boxing, talk about the match, like I'm gonna beat you up. But then Devin Haney also tweeted that Ryan Garcia is on coke, and he's a coke boy and a coke head, and he did it, even though he deleted it, people seen it, but he posted a couple times. So what's the difference? See, this is what I'm saying. This is why you guys should subscribe to my channel. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. I give real commentary. It's no favoritism. It's not slanted opinions based on anyone. I give you my real thoughts. If I'm gonna give you my thoughts, I'm gonna give you the real thoughts. I don't see how it's fair that Devin Haney can bring up a personal and say Ryan Garcia is a drug addict or is playing with his nose. But then when Ryan says, your dad's a pimp, he's pimping you, that's off limits. They're both personal attacks, you know, saying Ryan Garcia is this and that. So I think it's just all part of the fight. You know, the gloves are off. Both fighters are jockeying for position, you know, and like I said, with battle rap is very, and just hip hop beefs and stuff, very analogous to boxing because it's competitive. So if Jay-Z is saying all this stuff, like you had certain amount of albums, 2 of them issues was due, one was the other was Illmatic, then you can't really be mad at Nas for recording Ether and going in. And then at the same time, you can't be mad at Jay for going back in the booth. Me and the boy AI got more in common than just bowling and rhyming. Get it? More in common. I skeeted in your Jeep, left arms on your baby seat. Like, I mean, it comes with the territory. Nas came with that Ether. Jay felt he had to do Super Ugly. But this all started because he dissed him in the takeover. So that's how I look at this boxing beef. You know, ain't nothing off limits if it ain't off limits for both people. Like, if both people agree, like, let's not make this about family or whatever, it is what it is. But nonetheless, Ryan Garcia says he has seen the tape. Gervonta Davis had knocked out Devin Haney. Let me know what you guys think of that. Should be an eventful press conference. Devin Haney, WBC champion. Ryan Garcia. For all your boxing news, make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit that like. This empowers and enables the channel to continue putting out fire content like this.
Remember that. You're not my friend. Your dad's a pimp and he pimping you. Your dad a pimp and he pimping you. I'm gonna beat 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 you. I'm reading everything. You soft. You soft. You soft. I already know you whack now. Your dad can't talk for you. Your dad can't save you.
Everybody know you really whack. You're whack.
I'm up with something
you're
better,
whack.
bro.
No, you're
Hit
whack.
me, bro. That was whack.
Okay.
That was whack. You soft, bro. You
soft.
soft.
I've never been soft.
Soft.
I've never been soft.
We seen that video when Tank beat your ass.
Okay.
Floyd showed me he had your ass.
I beat the out of Tank.
Oh, stop. I seen the video. Remember that? I seen the video. I seen the video. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do. You look like a ghost right now, bro. Ghost, you getting pale for real, bro. You getting pale for real.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? You are so soft. I can see
it.
your breath is just. I can hear you. You're not like that, bro.
You're not like that. You're not like that.
The fear is getting to you. 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 I told you you're gonna feel some fear, right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you're gonna feel some fear you ain't felt? No. As long as I'm cool, I'm straight. Remember that.
Yes, about to run. Turn your back.
Don't play that friendly shit.
You don't play friend over here.
I know you're trying to lower my guard. You think I don't notice that. Remember that.
Man, knock it off.
Remember that. Where? We about to fight. Are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? We're about to fight. You're stupid.
He's about to run.
You're literally stupid.
Where did you go back? Where'd you go that way?
What you mean? We can do it right here. We can do it right here. We can do it right the here.
Why'd you go that way?
We can do it right
Why'd
the
you
fuck
run
here.
that way?
We can do it right here. I'm right here.
Why'd you run that way? Why'd you curve? You just curved.
We can do it right here. We can do it right here. Now what's up? Now what's up, motherfucker? What's up? You ain't got him. Got him. Got him.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? You should have controlled that. Get your man. What's happening, man? What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Get your man. What's happening, man? You should have backed that. Get back. Take your hand.